what up? It's your boy Pop.
It's your boy Cass.
It's your boy Joints.
And it's your boy Ish.
And welcome to another episode of iight.SoBOOM. So as you guys can see, we got some visuals for y'all today. We were tired of letting
finally
be online and just hearing our voices with them audiograms.
That's a lot. We got tired of y'all complaining and saying that y'all couldn't see us. We got so many messages about, oh, when we gonna see y'all? When we gonna see y'all? Here we are. You gonna pay us now? You get some video for this?
Word, do some little donation real quick.
Right, just for this video alone, our bank account should all go up some. Not a lot though, because I know y'all broke, but I appreciate it still.
All the viewers broke.
Now they get to look at somebody and be like, "Ooh, that motherfucker!"
Oh yeah, right.
Face to the asshole. Like,
Yeah, they get to put a face to us.
Yeah. What up? How was your week?
Our week was cool. You know what I'm saying? I had an interesting week. I don't know if anybody.
What made it interesting?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you know, I had this shorty that I've been.
That's it. The shorty.
We started off early.
We talking, but you know, it ain't nothing serious. You know, we kind of messing around and stuff. So she came over yesterday, and you know, we was chilling.
She don't know you here right now, right?
Oh no. Well, she probably do.
Oh, he just don't care. You don't care that she knows.
I'm saying if she listens to this, I don't think she listens to the podcast.
That's
but
crazy.
if she do, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm just speaking my truth.
So, I mean, for all we know, this could be good. Like, we assuming it's bad. We never know.
I'm just, all right, go ahead, finish your story.
But yeah, so you know, she comes by, we chilling, and you know, everything is cool. Smoke some bud. Now we about to have some sex. And we get
but everything gonna be on black.
Yeah, like you got a little.
yeah.
You got some sriracha.
So visual now. They can't just be mad at the voice. They gonna be
We're
like,
right.
They be like, oh, see, now you ain't never getting asked no more. Be like, damn, if I fuck him now, he'll go and tell everybody he got.
But
some
they don't
ass.
know who you are. I mean, they don't know.
They don't know.
Her friends know. She gonna be like, that's the nigga I fucked right there.
That's on her. She told them. I didn't.
All right, so
But yeah, so you know, we there having sex. You know, I'm giving her them deep strokes, and then out of her mouth, you know, she says the word "I love you," and you know, I paused for a moment, but I'm still stroking. But you know, in my head, it paused for a second. I'm like, should I say it back, even though I don't feel the same way, or you know, I'm not gonna stop because I'm definitely gonna stop me busting my nut, but. It kind of felt awkward, but you know, I got my nut off. But you know, I'm just asking y'all. You thought I should have said it?
Wait, what did she do?
What?
After she said it, did she say it and just like keep going because of the dick, or did she wait for an answer?
She said deep stroke. She probably was.
Yeah, like
no, but did she wait for an answer though? Like,
did it dry up?
No, it didn't dry up.
Cause you ain't say shit. So did she just look at this nigga like this nigga out here just? And
I was
not even gonna say
I was
it
like,
back,
oh man, this shit is so good. And you know, I just kept going.
So you sent her home without saying
my
it.
thing. I want to know what type of nigga you are. Cause would you tell her I love you? To keep, well, I mean, it's sex, right?
Yeah.
I could have told you a lot of wild shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Depends on what you into,
Mm-hmm.
and she could have just said it because it's just the sex. But like, let's say, like, all right, now y'all done, like one, and
And then she brings it up.
Yeah.
she brings it back up. Like, so I was just wondering, like, do you love me? Like,
I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm be like, nah, I don't love you. But I'm saying, you know, it's still early for me. I'm just saying that for
if
myself.
you don't feel it, like,
Yeah,
All right,
I'm gonna say that for myself. I'm not gonna tell her
like,
like, yeah, don't love me, because if that's how I made you feel and you felt that way about me, then yeah, it's
Question:
fine.
how long y'all been dealing with each other though?
It's kind of short, you know what I'm saying? Maybe
Oh,
like a
so
month.
it's too soon. Nah, it's too soon.
But they say you could find love in just
yeah,
like
it
that.
really
All right, but just
First
okay
Yeah.
for you. I mean,
No,
not necessarily for you,
No.
but whoever the you is that falls in love, a month. Miss me with that. Like it's a month.
Love at first sight. Not to say
I
that,
don't believe in it.
I mean,
You don't know the person.
So
you
what
don't
would-
love them. You lust them.
So what
you
would
like
y'all
what they
had
see.
done? Would y'all have said, I love you back to her in that moment?
Yo, me personally, see the thing is, she gonna like, cause now that the moment passed, right? She's gonna be like, yo, so why you kept like, you know what I mean? You still being
you waited 15,
Yeah.
20 minutes later.
I would
I'd
be like,
Barbara,
I kind of feel like, I'm gonna keep doing it no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now
I
she
didn't
gonna
hear
wonder,
you.
like,
I'm
yo,
sorry.
You know what I mean?
That's a good answer.
I'm gonna be like, I was too. It was the deep
Yeah,
stroke. I didn't hear you.
yeah.
Oh, you had said something. Oh, I thought you said
Be
harder.
like, yo, that vagina was too good. I couldn't even get a word out of my mouth.
Right. I thought you said harder, deeper. That's what I. That's what I did.
My son said, that was his response. She said, I love you. He said, That's crazy.
Personally, I wouldn't have said it back either. If I don't mean it, I'm not gonna say it.
I mean, for me, I wouldn't have said it either if I didn't feel it. If I liked her a lot, I'd have been like, I probably would have stopped too. Like, nah, you killed my buzz now. Now I gotta think, like, where you going with this? Because I thought we was on the same page.
So hold on, you would just be sitting there thinking the vagina, talking about, wait, stop. What are we?
No, I'm gonna be like, yo, I think you should leave.
Oh, so you're gonna stop and let her leave?
Yeah, because we gotta understand, like, because I'm gonna.
Oh, so you're not gonna finish busting your
I'm not
nut?
gonna finish.
Okay, okay.
Because I'm gonna be good.
Alright, I
I
respect
just
that.
started talking to you, so I don't really, have a reason to be like, I love you, and I don't like, misleading a chick to make her think like, oh, we're building this thing for love. If I don't feel the love, because what's gonna ultimately happen is that she's gonna become possessive, and that's gonna annoy me, and then we're gonna have those weird altercations where it's like, I don't want to fuck with you, and she's calling me and blowing me up, and now I got stressed for a couple of weeks because I couldn't stop for 2 seconds to be like, yo, check yourself, chick. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I would have just
Stress for 2 weeks, it's a lot. I
Exactly.
think everybody got egos out here. So I think what happened with me is like, because like I'm already stroking, right? If I tell her no, I don't. Not like so. Like, alright. Translation.
Yeah.
I'll smack ass and like, what you talking about? You know what I mean? If I come at her like that, her ego gets involved, and no matter how this flips when she leaves, I'm probably not. I'm at the very least not getting around to it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the position
I'm
matters.
fucking a girl with self-respect. Like, you know what? I'm not feeling that, and she'll probably leave. So I'll just an LL. So I'm gonna get blue balls over some shit that.
yo, rotate yourself a bit, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
The position I think
So
matters
we
because
can
you
see,
talking
so we
about.
can
You
see.
was talking about just now.
Yeah,
You was
pull
just smacking.
yourself in closer to the mic.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if it's missionary and she stops you and she looks you in the eyes and she's like, "Damn, I love you."
Okay, what is this?
If you don't feel it, I feel like that. No, kind of like what Pop said. Like that's gonna ruin it. Like, cause now if it's what you said and you just hitting from the back and she looks back, "I love you." I ain't hear that shit. I'm gonna keep going because that position is.
So what you gonna say? You said that sound and reach back there?
And
Nah,
then
because-
like, with the strokes and the sound waves back in,
And then like Castro said, I ain't hear that shit. Like you just keep
here's
it
the
moving.
thing, like for me, like
But if she looks you in the face, then you got her attention, and she looks you in the eye, and you hit that one good stroke, she's like, "I love you."
I mean, let's even just talk.
How do you pretend?
so to your point, what kind of sex are you having with girls you don't love? Like you're talking about eye gazing.
I'm
right?
fucking this shit out of all
I
of them.
think we all having sex with
Like,
females that you don't really
I
love.
could bring up
That's correct.
I could bring up different characters like while I'm having sex. But if I'm like, you'll feel it. Like if I'm fucking you and I love you, you'll feel it. You know
But I'm
what
saying,
you'll feel it. Like,
right, but I'm
what are
saying
you
it's
doing
in the
exactly
missionary
that-
position.
That
Even if
eye
you-
gaze, like, I love you.
So
I
when you
love
fucking her
too.
missionary, what are you looking at?
And then,
Wait,
like,
but can you-
like,
What are you looking at when
Well, let
you
me
fucking her
ask this.
missionary?
Let me ask
like,
this.
okay,
Oh.
go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, let me ask this. So, do y'all feel like you could love somebody, but it's at a certain level, like there's level to love?
I agree.
Just like I could say, yo, I love Pop, but it's love as a friendship, where I could be like, yo, I love you, because our sex is great, and I love that energy that we have.
You got to put the period
Yes.
to separate. The
Oh
two.
yeah, this
You
is not. I'm saying I'm
you
just
can
saying
love
towards a
somebody,
female,
but not be
yeah,
in
not
love
towards
with them.
Pop, y'all, not towards Pop.
But not be in love with them. For example, this question, what you ask, is somebody I had this conversation, similar but not the same. So it wasn't during sex or anything, but it was. So I guess me and you share a similar situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's happened to everybody, but
Coincidence.
I didn't tell somebody I loved them, and then later on when I was getting advice from somebody else, they were telling me you should have just told her you loved her, bro. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna lie, like that's bad. And they're like, no, and like you said, there's levels. You can love somebody, but that doesn't mean you're in love with them.
Yeah.
And you never know, somewhere down the line you might have been in love with her. I'm like, nah, that's wrong, that's misleading. And he was like, how do you feel now? I'm like, I miss her. He was like, right, now you alone, you lonely, you sad and depressed, but had you just said it at that one moment right there, she'd probably still be with you right now.
I disagree because I don't think that moment's the moment to try to figure out if y'all love each other or not.
Yeah.
So in my opinion,
but
I feel like for me,
ahead.
I feel like stopping it, like, you gotta go. So I can figure out what the fuck.
But why you sending her away? Why not just have the conversation?
I mean, just for me, the psychology of it is like, damn, I was, for a female, and I could be wrong, but for a female, it's like, damn, I was almost there. Then I went and I said, I love you. And now we have to stop this thing that I was experiencing, this great thing that I was experiencing, because I might have did something wrong, or I might have put us in a weird position. So now y'all really have to figure out, like, she has to figure out as well, am I here because I'm fucking him and I just want to fuck him? Or am I okay with fucking with a nigga that doesn't love me or will probably never love me?
Right.
And I think that's the direction I would like to go. If I know, like, I don't think I'm gonna fall in love with this chick, but I would like to continue having sex with her, I can't see myself.
But you can't send her away then I think that's a conversation y'all gotta have.
I don't know. I feel like, unfortunately, people who are assholes get the most affection from these women. So, and I'm not saying intentionally be an asshole.
So you think sending her home is what's gonna make her come back?
It's not so much that I'm hoping that she would come back or that it should.
But you
send
just
her
hoping
back.
that
But
the signal is like, yo, this is only really just sex.
Even a little deeper than that. More like, this isn't what it's a month. We've been talking for a month.
I mean, like we said, time don't. It could have been a year.
Could have been a year.
I think like to like touch on what you're saying. I think that what I say during sex, don't hold me to it. And the reason for that is because I will the way I look at sex is like this. Someone might as well yell action. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I see it is,
it's like a performance, right?
It's a performance. Like, it's not a performance because you're going with the flow, but I will, like, whatever you want to bring a giraffe in this bitch. Let's amplify this. Yeah, I don't care. Like
a giraffe.
So whatever. Like, for me, like, you want an audience, I don't care, because for me, I'm trying to amplify the moment. Because it's all in your head. It really is all in your head. Like, if you think about, like, anyone, if you think about the relationships you've been in, the sex that you've had, who you had it with, almost, if you really pay attention to where you were in the moment, at least 80% of it was you. It wasn't the person. It was your belief about the person, what you like accept about the person, right. What you allow yourself to, create about this person. You bust a nut. It's mostly you. Like, the feelings that you get with people, it's 80% you, maybe 20% the other person.
I would just argue a little bit as a guy.
That's why I feel like.
I think so. I think it's like a lot plays a part on yourself.
Like, shorty, me fucking her. Why are you telling me this now?
That's
I'm fucking
where I'm
you.
at.
Why are you saying this now?
That's where
She's
I'm at.
creating the vibe she wants to feel in this moment. So, like, I love you. Me telling her I love you back is probably her getting the climax she wants.
Yeah.
And she's a woman, so there's nothing wrong with after you hold up and be like, yo, look, right now, like, we used to some wild shit, but I don't want to confuse it.
Bring it back to reality.
I like you and I like where we going. I don't want to confuse shit.
That's a good alternative.
I don't love you. I take that word very serious, and by the time I say it to you, it's gonna be some real shit.
I mean, but
so you give her something to look forward to.
You don't like
crush
that's
her
a
heart.
little confusing for her, because like I get it, like you did it in bed, but like she, like you said, gazed into your eyes and said I love you, and then you.
But it goes back to what Eddie says.
We're like some sunglasses.
That's the mood he trying to say. That's the mood he trying to say.
Yeah, like
she gonna be like, why you turn on the lights? No reason. No reason. All right. So So my thing is, y'all all saying this because it's like sex. Now let's say sex is not involved. Y'all are just having the conversation that Papa was talking about. Y'all sitting down, chilling on the couch like this, Netflixing and whatnot, watching your favorite show, and she look over at you and she be like, you know what? I love you, bro. Or not bro.
Oh,
bro. Bro fucks it up. But,
if she said bro, then we friends.
Right, the bro fucks it up, but because I'm talking to y'all, it just came out. But she looks at you and she's like, yo, I love you. And whatever the time frame is, there's no sex involved, so it's not like she's confusing it. Like, she really looks at you and yo, this is that legit. She dropped that L-bomb on your ass. But you still don't feel that way. Do you say it back now?
You could tell her, like, yo, right now I don't feel that way. I done told somebody that, like, they said they love me. I was like, I don't feel that way right now.
So should the relationship, I think is that an end to the relationship? I think if you don't say that ends the relationship.
I think what you should do is explain to her, like, yo, I really appreciate that you appreciate me on that level.
Yeah, I do like you,
I don't feel that. I like you, though, but it takes some time for me to, like, really get accustomed to loving somebody. As you said earlier, that word is serious for me.
It's a big word.
It's not something.
So
like
despite what you may see me doing out here in these streets, when I tell you I love you, I'm not telling anybody else that because my actions will be different for you. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So yes, you can tell her in that moment. I don't see it that way.
I'm talking to a joint right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to teach her, like whether
Teach her.
I don't do the I don't see longevity the way I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I think we get the luxury of experiencing great people. I look at life more like that. But while we involved, I take her a little more serious than other chicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I try to teach her. And what I'm trying to teach her right now is what I want, how I feel, has nothing to do with nothing you say to me or how you react to what I do doesn't change how I So if I want to hit you up, I'm not thinking she's gonna bang it on me or she's upset she's not gonna pick up. I'm not thinking of all of that. Or if I feel something, I'm not worried about what you feel when I say it. And in fact, another thing for me is when I say I love you to a girl, I don't want to hear it back.
Yeah, I don't need to hear it
Because
back.
I'm saying this now because I'm feeling something right now. It's not you're not you just
You don't need
if you was
confirmation.
feeling it, you would have said it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying something to you right now. You can walk away from this conversation like that nigga loves me. All right, cool. Put that in my pocket. I don't need it back. And so I'm trying to teach Shorty that yo.
So
look,
that's a good thing because I in my life that's how I move. Just because I said I love you, I don't need you to say it back just because I said it. I said that
Right.
because that's how I generally feel.
This is my
Yeah.
reality, not
also,
yours.
Yeah, exactly.
That also puts a little more power as a guy or anybody who operates that way. Because what you essentially are doing is saying I don't need reciprocation of love.
Yeah.
I love you. That's it. And
That's it.
whether
So-
you love me or not, that changes nothing. I love
Changes
you.
nothing.
And if you want to
Yeah.
go, that's fine. I still love you.
Yeah.
Love.
Rick over there is like,
Yeah.
y'all niggas by yourself.
Yo.
Because my thing is, I understand this is how I feel in the moment. I'm cool with saying it, and you at that moment, you don't have to tell me how you feel. That's fine. I'm not saying it so you can say it back.
Right.
But I need to know how you feel. Now, I need to know if we on a same page, a similar page. If you just nah, we just fucking. Now I looked up, damn, I fell in love with this chick, and all she doing is throwing up the pussy. Oh shit. If I'm
Okay,
if I look at her and I'm yo, I love you, she's damn.
That works for
I
that.
gotta go, right?
But that doesn't. Okay, so let me ask
But
you this. Let me
my
ask you a
thing-
question. What if you propose to her? Now you propose to Shorty, and you probably still both love each other, but you propose to her, and she denies the proposal.
Relationship done.
Relationship done.
Relationship done.
Relationship done.
Relationship done.
Pop.
My thing, my thing.
Relationship what?
I'm just like, shit, that shit
Relationship
done.
done.
So we
That
live
shit
in a
dead.
society right now where women are proposing to men. So unfortunately, I have a biased opinion. If I'm a guy, and y'all gonna shoot me for this, but if I'm a guy and I propose to you as a woman and you deny me, the relationship is done. But if you a girl and you ask me, unfortunately, there's still hope because I could change my mind. I know it sounds fucked up, but that's the reality. That's my
Man, you
truth.
put the double standards
no.
on it.
I'm sorry.
I think he's right. Though, because, and this could be wrong because it probably is, but this is my opinion. Everyone's always saying how women are waiting for marriage more than men are. So when the guy is ready for marriage, Shorty probably is, if she's already ready for marriage and she wants it, if you ask her and she says no, that means she probably doesn't see that for y'all.
Yeah.
But if the guy says no, what you said makes some sense.
Or maybe she
It
might say
just
that
be
it's too
he
early.
feels like he's not ready. Nah, I feel like she's not ready. Because then you
What?
can just be engaged for 20 years and then get married when y'all are married.
Right,
Me
right.
proposing to you could just be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll stay engaged to him and then we can't get married now. But 20 years from now, we'll have the wedding, we'll have all of that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Psychologically, I think women feel most of their scenarios. They feel their problems, right?
But it could be
Versus-
because there's a lot of independent women these days, and they out here breadwinners making this money, so they might feel
but
like
it
yo.
plays to what he's saying.
Yeah.
If a girl's like, nah, I'm good. I'm not trying to marry you.
It
most
could be that
likely-
she's not ready yet, but she do want to
I
get
don't- I don't
married.
feel like it's a
Cool, just not to you.
Nah, it could be. it could be to you, but it's just not right now.
I don't know
Right now,
now.
it's not the
I
moment.
don't know now one girl that I've been in a long-term relationship with, and I'm speaking at least a year and a half,
Yeah.
where they didn't go, yo, if you fix these little qualities, there's no reason why I wouldn't say yes.
Mhm.
You understand? And I wasn't even thinking that. I was just like, I'm
we
clapping
just dated.
cheeks.
Yeah.
You understand? So it just really goes to show that when girls get into these problems or these situations, they really look and feel through the whole process.
Right.
And we are just like, oh, here's an issue. Let me solve the issue. So, oh, she wants to get married. Am I ready to get married? Yes or no? No. All right. Here's my answer here's my answer. Here's a
For
solution.
today.
For today. Here's a solution. I'm not ready now. Here is why I'm not ready. Maybe in a couple of months I'll be financially ready, mentally ready, whatever. But a girl is just like, she kind of sees it. She's fucking with you. She sees it. She's gonna be with you or not.
The moment, if y'all have already exchanged the L word, in my opinion, she's already
ready
seen
to
y'all
marry?
wedding day.
Get the
Oh
fuck
yeah.
out.
She's
I
already prepared
What?
I
y'all
don't
wedding
believe that.
day.
I want to hear your position though. If you propose to a girl, she says no.
If she
I
says
wanna
no,
see what you would, how you would.
if she say no, I'm gonna say like she might not be thinking of a future with me. Like
That's it.
it's quiet. And would I still stick around? Probably I stick around just to clap some cheeks
That's
until I
it.
find
How long?
until I find my next shorty.
The one that's ready to get
Yeah.
married. The one that's-
Okay, so
Or the potential one.
Yo, and this is my opinion, but I think one of the most powerfulest thing I've heard a woman say, or I believe a woman can say to a guy, is I want to have your kids. Fuck that marriage shit.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I was so alright, so let me get my answer.
Go ahead.
I would never propose. Like I'll propose. Like I'll give you. I'll even throw you a wedding. I'm not getting like a marriage. That's not my thing.
Uh-huh.
But if I tell a girl, so my way of proposing would be, I want to start a family with you. Because
it.
like my father raised me like a paper don't make a marriage, a kid does. Because that's the only thing that can really bind two people for life.
Mhm.
A kid is some real glue. Because the way I see it is, if you want to see your kid in the afterlife, well, guess what? You're gonna see Shorty too.
Yeah.
You ain't no choice. So if I tell you like, yo, I actually want you to be the one that I want to go start this family with and kind of share my life with, and she goes, no. She's not just saying no to a ring. She's not saying no to a proposal. She's rejecting me.
And a life
yeah.
with you.
So for me, the way my brain would switch, like, this is not what that is. I'm asking you to start a life. We're just fucking.
That's
and,
it.
and so my brain will switch. Like, I'm just fucking you. And the
And
I would make sure it's obvious.
There's the birth of the fuckboy.
Wait, no, I'm older than, like, when I was younger, I didn't realize the fuckboy coming out. Like, oh my god, I'm reacting to some reality that I learned, but now it's a controlled fuckboy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I control it, and I aim it. So like, oh no, I don't want to start a family with you. Alright, cool.
So
I'm gonna go this way though.
So you saying as
fuck.
us?
When I fuck her, she gonna be like, why are you dealing
Why-
with me?
why you ragdolling me?
Why you ragdolling me? Dealing with me crazy? Well, you know what?
You know, but I gotta argue with you a little bit.
Can't spend the night.
Well,
I gotta argue with you a little bit with that psychology, only because it's like, so you saying that if you in love with her, you ain't gonna ragdoll her a little bit.
If I'm in
If
love,
you're trying to build with her and she's like, yeah, I want to marry you, you're not.
oh no, like would
ragdoll?
I ragdoll my permanent?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh,
but,
hold
but
on,
you know, like,
hold
you know,
on,
like,
be
but
clear.
you know what we like.
Wait,
how it is
hold on.
with
So,
a degree of care though.
Oh, okay.
wait, so
Oh,
the thing
to catch her back.
the thing for the
They love
the
it. He's wilding today.
thing for the marriage though, hold on. So if she says no,
Hold on. Oh my god.
Go ahead. If she says
if she says
Alright,
no,
if she says no.
can the relationship continue then? Like if you ask to marry her, if she says no, can the relationship continue? Like that's what we were all asking.
Yeah, like I look at relationships like our involvement.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I look at relationships like our involvement.
Uh-huh.
So I don't like the whole label and this is our status thing. So I look at it like, even if we're just fucking, we have some kind of relationship. If we're just friends, we have some kind of relationship. So our sexual relationship, I could probably continue that.
Right, but
Possibly if I really like it.
you would
But
scale back
I
though.
would iron curtain. I would take my feelings out of it.
So right, so it'd be
think-
something different. So the relationship would still change. I mean, we're saying we put an end to it. Personally, I think that's messy. Like you out there, you still fucking with a person after they said I don't love you no more. You asking for trouble, bro.
How? Why? We was fucking before we got here. That's what you're saying we were doing to begin with. I asked you to build a life. You're saying now all we do right here is smash. That's all we do.
Right.
All we do is smash. So you should be fine with what we
Cool,
do.
but the standard changed. The moment it became, whoever asked to get married and the other person was like, I'm not with it. It's no longer just fucking anymore.
Yeah.
If you try to make it that, both people would have to be like, I'm cool with this. And even then, there's so many feelings just below the surface of that shit. You hit that right stroke or wrong stroke or however you want to call it stroke one day, and she gonna turn around and tell you I fucking love you again.
Yeah.
So what?
I'm not gonna lie.
I think at that point, I don't care. But I also don't look at breakups the same way. I think the way I would look at it is like, I'm glad I asked. Thank you for your response. So now I know to go find who I'm gonna build my life with. All right, so I need to take less attention, like here, place it somewhere else. Like, if you're asking if I'm gonna be vocal about this stuff, sure. I mean, or not, I don't give a fuck. And like at that point, like my mentality.
But I think that's what you're trying to explain. That at that point, I don't care no more.
I don't care no more. I could be vocal. Like, I could very well tell you, yo, look,
you're
I
a
don't
fuck
see
boy
you that
mode.
way no more.
Yeah.
Well, what's a fuck boy?
You know
too
what?
deep. That's
No. Honestly though, I feel like fuckboy's just a thing. Oh shit.
What, is this the
I'm
same
not a
females
fuck-
created?
I'm not-
It's a reaction to
no.
something that
See,
happened
this
negatively.
is gonna
Yeah, I'm not a fuck boy.
This right here is gonna catch me a lot of flack. But fuckboy is just things that females don't like in a nigga. I'm like, oh, this nigga's a fuckboy.
See,
It's about being too honest about certain shit that they don't agree
no, I
with.
can't let you do this. This is disingenuous. You gotta have
To the real fuck boys.
He's representing.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
I am not a fuckboy. I'm not a fuckboy.
He's just
I
defending
think
them
it's-
right now.
I'm not defending them. I think it's disingenuous to women because they would want. I think we should have a female on this couch to be able to defend what she thinks is a fuckboy. Because I think they'll tear that shit apart. Like, I
Okay,
think
they
the right
can tear
female
anything
guest
apart. Right
will tear
now,
that shit apart. Like, yo, here's what a fuckboy is. You know what I'm
gender
saying?
biases are everywhere, bro. Anything, a whole group of females can come right here and say something. They could probably tell us why we all wrong and saying, oh, once they ask for marriage and everyone or whatever building life together asking for marriage. If the person says no and we're like, damn, I don't think this could work anymore. You put a female on this couch and she will tell you exactly why you should sit this out until you are fucking ready to marry her, and she will give you 30 reasons why you shouldn't.
I don't have to listen to none of
As I
that.
said, when we-
I just
Same
gotta-
reason why you shouldn't have to listen to her, because I'm not saying that fuckboy is,
That's
the,
their shit.
the title of fuckboy is
That's
always
their
bad,
shit.
period. But anytime it comes from the opposite gender in a place of hate, it doesn't matter what you do, son. If the person hates you, you could have been the best freaking person. She out here, she put her heart on the line. She's like, yo, we should get married. Let's say in this situation, she asked us to get married. We said no. Automatically, you're a fuckboy. It doesn't matter. All the other good shit you did, she's gonna go to her friends and you will walk out of the situation a fuckboy.
I just feel like they earned that shit. They earned that word.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't completely agree. Because I've heard of the term and I've seen some
Yeah, I heard of
women
the term too.
who are like the one that got away. So with that mentality, I can't really say that they're just gonna automatically be like, "Oh, you're a fuckboy because you didn't agree to my."
Not always.
Yeah, I don't think they would.
But I do agree.
But there are women out there who will make you look like the bad guy, saying, "Oh, he didn't love me enough," and it's all it is you know what? I didn't feel the same way you did, but you will come out the situation, and there will be people out there be like, "Oh, he's probably just a fuck boy," or da da da. It don't matter what your reasoning is, though. It's just like, oh.
But you ever been in a talking to somebody in the talking stage and you ask them about their past relationship? Most times out of like 9 times out of 10 is usually the other person kind of is in a bad light, like he probably cheated on me or some shit like that.
You can't win.
I never heard no
She-
positive.
It's very
ending,
ever
like,
rarely
nah,
that
not really.
it was
Things
my
just didn't
fault.
work. Yeah, I never hear that.
I've gotten into that habit recently, where I started taking accountability for all of the fuck ups I've done in my past.
Your fuckboy shit?
My fuckboy shit.
Yeah, accountability.
That's growth right there.
And it's only because I started identifying that, yes, the other people did things that made me react a certain way, but I still chose to react a certain way.
Right.
And at that point, that defined who I was back then. So when girls are like, "Oh, that nigga's a fuckboy," yeah, sure. And in 2000 I was, but it's 2021 now. I'm not.
I mean, what do you really take from a relationship with all her bad? I can't use
Nothing.
that. I can't use none of her bad.
Because what you really
if
say,
I look at my bad, I could be like, all right, you know what? Like, that's the real level up. Like, again, you can get money at any point in your life. But
right.
The real level up is being better for the next year. Like,
Yeah,
women
exactly.
hate that shit. Oh, now he.
They be looking like,
her the way he should have been
facts.
treating me. And
They
that's
see you on
why he's mad.
Instagram. Oh,
Yeah, that's
damn,
worse.
they
But
looking
you
like
know
they
what?
working out.
In my opinion, it's not always like just oh, he can do this shit over there now. Sometimes it's just that y'all didn't have the capabilities to weather the storm. You understand? Sometimes it's just like you're asking like, hey, I don't love you right now, but I can love you later on if things keep progressing for me.
Facts.
But sometimes the girls or the guys are just like, fuck it.
I told my ex that the other day. I was like, yo, you know, I think about how our shit played out when we were young kids. And, like, like we were long. Like, it was a very lengthy relationship. The tools that I have now as a grown man, I could have used to
Back
fix
then.
what
Right.
I had back then.
Right, yeah, right.
And we would have been together.
So personally, I feel, and this is me. I don't know if we're all gonna be on the same page. So if the marriage part, if they say yo married and the person says no, that's end of relationship. However, if it's love, I think you can actually work on that. Like you said, I may not be in love with you now, but I can always fall in love with you.
Yeah, I feel like love's an acquired taste.
But I feel like even, but even if I say no and I tell you what it is, I think the relationship should still work. Like I'm not gonna end it. Like if I tell her I love you, I'm not expecting an answer right here, right now. But I do expect to hear something from her eventually. Like she's like, yo, I really care for you, and I see something happening. I need to know this. That somewhere down the line, then yeah, maybe it's a possibility. But if she's like, nah, you just here to clap my cheeks. I need to know something though.
What if she said that's crazy? Like you tell her I love you, she's like that's crazy.
that to me is equivalent to I'm just here to get my cheeks clapped.
Yo, I would feel disrespected if she answered that. I'm like,
thank you.
I'm not trying to say that I hold myself at a really high plateau or anything, but I would at least require or expect a certain level of respect for her to be like, yo, I understand that
Know
you
your
feel
worth,
that
King.
way.
Know your worth, son.
Oh yeah, word. Definitely
I would
know your
expect
worth.
if she don't love me, to at least be like, yo, can we talk about this at some point? And then I'd be like, you know what? This chick don't love me. and to me, that's way better than me going like, yo, I love you. I love you, Ma. I love you, whatever.
Oh, and then she don't give you no
And
response?
she be like, yo, that's crazy. I might as well just be like, your Uber's downstairs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you rather that? I rather do that's crazy.
You
now.
rather that's
She got
crazy?
No respect for you,
Oh.
in my opinion.
If she
don't
says
have no
that's
respect.
crazy,
That's
she don't
crazy.
respect
I'm
you.
saying, is that crazy? And then she's gonna say whatever response she's gonna say. But she's saying she got the Uber downstairs for you. I think that's more disrespectful. Like,
You think
damn.
so?
There's nothing, yo. To be honest, there's nothing she could grab me up and be like, "Listen, no, I don't want to listen." Like, there's nothing she can really do, like to make me like. If I say it, like,
So y'all
like,
saying-
I said it to her when I was younger, and because I don't say that, like I act on. If I feel it, I act on it. I don't.
Yeah, I like to
I don't
act
say
on
that
it.
word
And
like
I
that.
usually wait for the female to say it, but
Yeah, I
I'm
don't say
acting
that.
upon it.
I'm not like that.
You
but
gotta tell that I love
did
you.
when I was younger. I said it to a woman, and she just like this is gonna sound
got
crazy.
disgusted.
No.
Yeah, she gave me
This
that.
is gonna sound crazy. I said it, and then she started sucking my dick, and then I felt mad. I was
Why?
because I'm like,
Oh, I could have been said this.
no, it's not that.
I've been loved you, babe.
No, it's not that. Because she always sucks my
Got
dick.
my dick
It's
sucked
for
last
me,
month.
I looked at it. The way I looked at it was like, I told you I love you, and you're like, oh yeah, let's get back to what we do. Like,
Oh, like she
yeah,
brushed your
this
shit
is like-
off.
It's almost like brushing my shit off to get back to like.
The regular schedule
But
program.
she's been playing it off like.
Oh, yeah,
this is-
yeah.
I guess you could look at this as me loving you, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I do
There's
that.
different
I violate
forms
you
of
every day.
love. That's what I'm saying. There's
Nah,
different
I
forms
looked
of
at it
But
like
love.
that.
that's why I'm saying I need some type of response. Y'all were like, she can. I'm telling you, but you don't have to answer right now. You don't have to tell me you love me right now, but I need to hear something from you.
Yeah.
Like if I put my heart on line, I'm like, listen, look you in the eye, and I'm just like,
Nigga about to drop you.
right, just be like,
Because maybe if she tells you like, yo,
I
she
love
don't.
you, babe.
That's crazy.
If
Nah, but I'm
I
saying-
stop, but if I'm vulnerable like that, and then you just look at me and you're just like,
But
bet,
I'm
and
just
we
not
go back
that
to
kind of
watching
guy.
TV, and you don't say nothing.
let's be real though.
Like Pop said, I'm calling your Uber right then and there. I don't need you to tell me I love you. I'm sorry. I don't need
Now
you
look
to
at
tell me I
all,
love
look at all
you.
the shit you just had to put yourself through.
But let's-
because you wanted to be. Like,
let's be
I
real
love
though.
you, babe. Like,
Women
But I want to know something.
women tend to show that they love you.
Exactly.
Through their actions.
yeah.
A lot easier than guys, in my opinion.
When a girl's on your body, like when you got a girl and she's on your body, like you already know. Like even if you don't, if I ask right now, yo, you love me? She gonna say yeah, cause she's on your body. Like that's just how it be. When you getting that
Yeah,
energy,
you know
don't
it,
really
you
need
feel
to
it.
hear I love. Plus, anyway, like, yo, look, shorty,
Nah.
if I can't, like, I never met a girl that really. I got maybe like one girl that I think loves me, and that means like I could go outside right now with the AK and kill a bus full of kids.
Wow.
And she'll be like,
Right?
Why the kids?
Yo, if I can't go outside and kill up, like I don't want to kill no kid, right? That's not my shit. But if I can't go outside and throw a bus of kids into the river, and then
he
she'll be
keeps going with it,
disappointed
like,
in
you
me.
just-
Right.
She'll be disappointed in me, but she'll still love me. I could come. I have a home. Like I could
You have
still.
some place to return.
Because that the only
She's
other
like,
like the only other instance where we know we're loved. Think
They had
about
a
the only
show
other
like
instance
that.
where you know you're loved. that person that we all got in our mind, she'll definitely, like, you kill a bus full of kids, that's still my son. She gonna, you know what I mean?
Like a motherly love. I understand.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm a mom's boy and I need my woman to love me like my mom.
Nah,
but
fuck that. I mean,
love is a certain standard. You ain't gonna.
I disagree with the she's gonna be in your body, bro. I've had some clingy ass past girlfriends, and I've had people who are not as clingy. My thing is, if you comparing it and you're like, oh, she's on my body, like if this first one was on my body, so she loved me, and this one's not on my body, so what? She must not love me
It's
as
not that.
much.
It's not that. So she loved me. Like, what would you get from her telling you that she loves you that you
Like I said, I don't need her to
but
tell me
I
she
see what you're
loves me.
saying.
I just need I need a response to something. This is like having a conversation. If you try to have a conversation with someone and I say something and you completely ignore it, that's bad conversation.
But
if I say that's a bad conversation.
Yeah.
If I'm out here,
because you're talking, you
right,
need a
if I'm
response.
trying to talk to you and you just out here like, and you look away, that's a bad conversation. If I tell you something, like I said, I don't need you to look at me and be like, yo, I love you back. Be like, I need an answer to something though. It's not a question, but it basically is. When you say this,
For who?
for what? I just want the
person
truth.
that
No,
you're asking.
all I need is
No, it's
all
not.
I
It's
need
the
is
truth.
I don't need her to say I love you. I just need her to say something.
So why couldn't you say, hey, do you love me? Instead of saying I love you.
I'll show you the
If
pressure.
it's about like requiring.
I'll show you the pressure.
Because you know what though, my thing is when you say it like that, then it's like then the person has to say it back. Or I feel like
What are you
I'm
gonna
putting
do
too much
though?
thing
What's
on
your
you.
response if she says no? You
Well,
even.
No, that's what I said.
You're
It's
saying.
not about it. If I say I love you and the person looks at me and they say, I'm not quite there yet, then it's like
Yet's an important word in your sentence.
right, because yet means I can get there. Yet means maybe someday I will get there. It just means right here, right now,
But that
we're not
seems
on the
more
same page.
disingenuous. Like, what do you mean yet?
So
You already know you can't predict the future. And we
Okay,
just-
you're right.
You don't love me now, and
But-
I'll be fucking
and now
you,
it-
so-
but
And
now
you don't know with time things
right,
change.
but now it's up to me to decide whether I'm okay with you with it or not. And I can be like, listen, I can tell you to leave or I can tell you to stay. But if I tell you I love you and you like bet, or even bet is an answer. If you just look at me like, oh, okay, and the part where y'all said where you don't need an answer, I didn't say it for you. Nah, I completely disagree with that. I need to hear something. Like if you even
Well, I
if it
guess,
is
yeah.
bet, like you look at me and like bet.
But I get what you're saying,
I can't-
but you need
you
an
gotta move
answer just so you can know how to move for yourself also. So like if
Exactly.
you don't, like all right, you don't feel that way about me, then all right, let me just I still
And also,
you
I
might
think
still have
that-
that same feeling, but you're gonna move accordingly. Like
I think that women like to be conquered. They like to feel like they were conquered by their mate. And I think that once you say that, I think like the way modern women work, like if you go to your girl and you're the first one to say it, like I love you, I think for her she's gonna be like mission complete, SS rank. Let me get to the next nigga.
Yeah,
I think like for real, like I think something dies within women when you're the first one to constantly be like trying to get the affection, like the intimate, like the.
Intimacy.
that
I'll
real
agree-
deep
I'll
affection.
agree with that.
They're gonna be like, yo,
need to hear
this, yeah, I've come, like
They can
this
be like,
man
he's a
is.
bitch man.
I feel like you fucking with the wrong ones,
I'm
bro.
not trying,
But that's essentially
yeah,
what it is.
they look for.
so you're saying they a beta?
But bravado or
Oh,
Like yeah, like we're walking like
We're
dangerous
treading-
waters right now. But
I just wanted to
think
throw
women
in.
like I think women like more like he shows me he loves me by how he like
takes on
takes
the world
me
and
and takes on the
environment,
world
yeah.
around me. When I walk with him, he protects me. When I have sex with him, he's very like
Strong.
You know,
He's
niggas squat
ragdolling her.
Yeah, niggas
Basically
squat
alpha.
Like,
But you can do
that's
all that
how
and
he
not
love
love
a
her.
But for her, I think that's enough. Like I think women want to constantly chase your validation. They don't want you to constantly give it to them. They don't want to immediately feel validated. They want to chase it. They want to feel it. They're not like us. We're solution oriented. We just want facts, hard facts. They're more like I want to feel. And so when they
Let me
constantly
feel
feel
the
like they're
question.
chasing, if you give it to them immediately, they're gonna be like,
You're gonna feel
well,
it,
there's no
right?
confusion here. We know what this is. There's nothing to feel. It's obvious. If I doubt it for a second, he's gonna reassure it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think you kind of.
what you're saying treads along this this comedy video of a woman where she got into a deep argument with her significant other. They both sitting on the couch and she was going off. Oh my gosh, you do
What,
this,
that
you
movie?
do that. It's just a video.
Yeah.
And after she rants for like 30 seconds and she waits on a reply for him, he responds and says, "You're right, babe. I'm sorry."
And then she,
And she
oh
was
yeah, I
pissed
seen
off.
it. She's like, wait, what? Like that's not the response she was looking for.
Right, so just to agree with you, like they feel through their problems versus like, all right, here's the solution. You
Yeah,
understand?
depending like us, like.
But I
like,
still, I'm
I
like,
also just wanted to throw in real quick. Yo, it's 2021. Women, please just talk to your boyfriends.
Yeah.
Man. Like women, stop with the I bet. or yo, so mom Dukes, like I'm not dating, I'm not dating my homeboy. I'm dating a woman. I wanna feel some contrast. Like I do some manly shit, and I'm not saying that you can't do manly shit. I'm just saying like when you start to be intimate with your significant other, and you like, yo, what's up, John? You about to come slide through real quick? It's just like, what?
Wait, nah, I don't want to hear that.
Did you catch her like that though? She was already like that.
If she was like that,
that's
then
on you.
Yeah, don't try to change her now.
Yeah. We in Brooklyn, by the way.
Right.
If y'all
I
watching,
don't know where we gonna find something different.
I'm just saying, like, if
y'all move to the south.
If y'all watching, if there's niggas out there like me, I'm telling y'all, just talk to them like a chick, like a girl. Like,
but you know what I find? I find that these Brooklyn chicks, they be like, what's poppin'?
They don't all be like that.
You try to slash. I feel like those girls, like, they act like that, and I can't do that long term. But I find that when you get them like naked and you lay them down,
bring them down.
They be the girl, yeah.
And they be like, yeah. They be mad feminine.
Specifically what he's talking about. I was about to say that. There's this one girl I know. She has like, she swears she's like this tough, right? Whatever. I mean, she's
but like
still,
tough and gangster, like what you mean? Like,
no. She doesn't.
Yeah,
she's always like, I'm with the shits. She dresses. You can tell she's a girl.
Like a tomboy.
No, she still dresses thing, but she has that demeanor about her sometimes, right? Like fuck niggas, and if they
she
fuck
got that Brooklyn, the New York look.
Right, she's
New York.
She's dead ass with it.
She's dead
ass with it.
I don't want to just label it like Brooklyn shit.
Nah, it's New York.
I don't want to label it that way because that gives.
But
it
is.
easy
but a lot of people say it is a New York.
It's a New York. It's a New York thing.
To me, it gives it an easy pass to say, oh well, that's just how y'all talk in this area. You see what I'm saying?
But that's how it's labeled.
But it gives it easier to control though. I'm like, yo, Brooklyn bitches, stop that.
What I'm specifically trying to say is like, y'all can have all that, but when you talking to your partner, that needs to come down.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what my issue is. It's okay, y'all want to be out here like, yeah, what up? You come through the block, you giving everybody peace and all that shit. But when you with your man,
that's crazy.
You gotta feel like.
But that's what I'm saying though. If you back to that way,
I'm saying I don't want my shorty. If my shorty going down dabbing,
you know what's the trade?
Well, it is what it is.
I'm not bagging you.
You know what's the trade?
I'm not bagging you.
That's a New York shit.
They're so much like niggas.
Nah.
That they're not like I think girls OT. The way they are is they're like, they want to be. They're more like, I want to be around the guys. I have no female friends.
Oh, you mean
out of girls? I think Brooklyn girls they're more like, give a fuck. Like they're more like they don't care to be a part of it.
I've had women come up to me like, yo, what up? And I'm just like, what's up? How you doing? Like I just can't. The energy for me is you're already finicky for me because you're doing too much. Just talk to me like, hey Jimmy, what's up?
Nah, what up?
But yo, what up?
You're trying to run game on you. You don't like that.
Right, you just said.
I understand because
she's not trying to bag you though.
Nah, this is one girl, right?
Nah,
this is one girl that I be talking to. Bro, she be trying to holler like, she got Brooklyn. She kind of a little hooded, but she be like, yo, what's good, shorty? Like, I don't like the way how you talking to me. Like you trying to bag me. I'm not the one to get bagged. Like I do the bagging. Like you're not gonna talk to me like that.
She be like, I like your pants, Dukes. what you gonna do?
It's a turn off for me. Sorry.
Like I'm just saying, like there's levels, like, and you got to be able to go like that's my man. So let me be feminine, cause he can't do that, right?
She can bag me, but she can't bag me the way you just said it.
Yo.
She can't come up to me and be like, yo.
You're not gonna bag me like that.
You're not gonna come up to me and be like, yo, you my nigga now. Like you're not bagging me like
that. No game.
You're not bagging me like
no
that.
Game. But it's not their fault. Like I think women don't really have game like that. Cause you never. What nigga you really had to like go and like kick it? You might fail here.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about that shit.
You look half good.
They got the juice.
At least, they got the juice.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. She just gotta wear the right fit.
That's it.
Just sit out.
Or she just spreads her legs.
I'm
just saying.
But that's what he's saying though. Honestly, I believe what he's talking about. I've always said women don't have to work at sex. The ugliest woman in the world will still find one nigga who is trying to smash.
I've seen,
and we've all seen it on Instagram. There's all these ladies. They have like. Yo, ugly as hell, but they got a banging body, or they got one feature that's bomb ass. And all you see is, you so sexy. Oh my gosh, I want to do this.
Lying, Rick. I've seen, my bad. I've seen women who look hurt pulling Women who are like, you're a 1, you're clearly a 1. No, you're a 1. Pull in the comment section, beautiful, queen, Nubian princess.
Yeah.
Can I get...
Cause niggas is saying anything
What's
just
up with niggas?
Just to get
Cause
pussy.
when we horny, we don't give a fuck.
Not we. Like, I
Listen, I done been in a position where I could have done called the worst shorty like, yeah, he's sexy.
I never did.
But she wasn't
one.
sexy,
I'm asking,
but
you never
like,
been with a 1?
Then what's the difference from saying
Why?
you're sexy to somebody who's not sexy and saying I
A
love you?
one
to
borders on
somebody
the line,
who's
like
not?
on the line of a guy. Like you realize that, right? Like I said this before in the podcast, but it's really niggas that don't look good. Like for me, it's like a scale. Like you look like a woman towards looking like a nigga. Like I like women that look like and feel like women. You know what I mean? You know, like features.
So the closer they get
So,
to
like,
a
once
1,
you,
it's
like,
more
once you
masculine they
shredding on-
become.
yeah, on the
niggas
gay
on
line.
your territory.
Like you ready for a tranny?
All you gotta do is like wear a striped prison shirt. Like, huh?
Nah.
Brett, yo,
Because I disagree because there's some, and I'm sorry, there's but ugly people everywhere. But there's just some but ugly female. But you know
But
what?
they got that fat ass
She
though.
put on the right fit. And you know she's walking from Butterface. We all know about a Butterface.
Oh yeah.
If she's walking down the block and she's not in perspective yet. You see that outline, you just like damn. Or you walking behind and you just like She turn around and you just like
Yeah,
and you keep it moving.
Nah. See, that's not
okay.
in my lifetime. I don't really know ones. Like I don't really see ones. Like a 1 that means like niggas didn't care about your face. Like niggas intentionally. Like it had to be intentional.
Yeah, it's intentional.
I don't really see that.
Okay,
like,
1 is
It's just
extra,
like- it's
but
just
just
like,
the person is ugly.
oh,
That's
you're
the
a
point I'm
nigga.
trying to make.
It's just like shout out
I
to
don't
Hot
know
Damn
ones.
Iraq, but you know it's just like how he said it's like niggas ain't really trying to look for like the hardest prey to go take down. It's more of the easy one. So you're gonna
Makes
find
sense.
a
Well, that's
You know what
not.
I'm saying?
You said niggas is out here looking for the easy prey.
yeah.
So because they see it's easy prey and they assume that she don't
It'll
got
be easier to
options,
smash.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit her with the beautiful.
Yeah,
At the end
exactly.
of the day, a box is a box.
For some people. That's
Yeah,
what we're
pussy
trying to
has
say.
no face. Yeah.
Because if she's ugly and she knows she's ugly, or she's ugly and she's not used to people telling her, "Hey, beautiful, how you doing?" The nigga who slides in is like, "Ma, you is bad." She's gonna look at him like,
And forget it if you look good. Like,
she don't need to. No, not to say that. If she has no self-esteem, then yeah, it's probably.
That's it.
But she will look at you like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
can't do that.
you
I
easy.
think women these days, they all like.
Nah, this
Like how
song.
many times this week? How many times this week has a woman said, "Yo, I think you're a beautiful nigga. I think you a sexy nigga. I think you a good looking nigga."
Women
I
don't
get
do
that.
that.
I don't get that shit like off. Like I get
Women
that shit
never
like,
get that.
once or twice.
Yeah.
Probably like when I dress up and shit like that. It's
If I
like
put it
yeah.
together,
I get a couple of those.
Well,
but
that's
it's usually
But you in a relationship, so
yeah. Well,
I still get a couple of those.
no, like, I'll get like maybe like twice a month max, but it's usually before I'm about to service this female. Like you know,
oh yeah.
I'm not-
I get those, but I'm just saying out the blue, like
Right.
I'm talking about like
walking down the street.
stop you.
No.
And I want to acknowledge, yo, you a good looking guy. Or
But
you're a
females
good
ain't
looking-
really doing that.
I feel like I
Females
can say
ain't
that's
doing
happened
that.
to
I
me
get like
twice
that.
in my life, maybe twice in my life.
I might low key feel the type of way because it airs along the. Are you trying to bag me right now? Like I'm the guy. I'm supposed. And I'm
No.
sorry,
I love
I'm
when women
saying
try to
general,
bag. I love
but-
when women try to bag me.
I had already said that.
I
You can
like-
bag me.
I like
you
to
can't,
do the
you can't bag
bagging.
me like that. Talk about you my nigga now, or I like the cut of your G. Nah, we not. That's not how we doing it.
Women these days
Like,
have confidence, bro. They're like they don't just like they have confidence, but it's not just in the form of strutting with their sexy selves. They be like they're conversational now. They're like I look good, and so I don't put that much thought on that no more. I'm developing other parts of myself. I had girls coming to me like, "You look good," and you just approaching me like in C-Town and like, give me a big head like, okay, cool, what up? You know
So
what I mean? Like,
so you saying have you had a relationship where the shorty was the one that bagged you?
Yo, and you know what she did?
I've never had that type of relationship.
Yeah, I never had
Shorty
one.
would. Hi, I don't know, cause if I say it, she don't know who I'm talking about.
But nobody else knows who
Shorty,
you're talking
Shorty
about.
courted me, and the way women court is they get your attention. They
That's
wear
it.
certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
They make sure it glisten. They kind of
Shining.
pop it up. She got a fat ass and
And you see
Oh yeah, she
she
was
her
a little
back
short.
changed. You know what I mean?
She's
Like,
poking it
But you
out.
know what? That shows that she respects you at least on an alpha or a male or a manly perspective. Because it's like
She gave you
I'm a
mating call.
gazelle and there's a
Yeah,
lion
she give
here.
you the
There's a
mating
lion
call.
here. Let me walk out and over.
Yeah.
And the lion's gonna roar.
That's how. If that's the case, that's how we get our. Yo, you're a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
I guess you gotta take.
Exactly.
And you also gotta remember that women need, to some degree, we come from an era where women needed to be protected consistently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's less likely that they will be outspoken and be like, "Yo, you look good. What up?" Because they're always prey. Yeah, somebody's always pulling up on them like, "Yo, what's up? How old are you?"
Exactly.
I get that shit more from old ladies.
I would like to say women compliment me. I love compliments. Tell me how nice I look for the day. I am very much.
I think we all love some compliments, right?
And a regular guy you see walking down the street, ladies. Next time you see a dude walking down the street for no reason, don't have to be nothing. I know this may be. I know why y'all can't do it. It might be dangerous, but in bright daylight, you walking with a group of your friends, you see a dude, and you be like, you know what? You look nicer, and keep it moving.
Unless you're my daughter, don't do that shit. What? My daughter cannot do that shit.
All
Don't
right.
go walking up to random people in the street talking about, "Hey, sir, you look beautiful." You know what happened?
Well,
if you're not fast enough, he's gonna be like,
Okay, I just mean like a regular compliment though. Just you know, it doesn't have to be stuff. It can be some. You can give a regular compliment.
Do we really need that?
Yo, I don't think.
I don't really need it, but it's
When
nice to hear.
When I
It's
seen that
nice to hear.
first, yo, the nigga looked like, you ever seen that movie Mask? Like, it was this white dude, and his face was like this tall, and it was just fucked up. Nigga looked like that, but he was on the courts at the park and bullying niggas. When I seen his bitch, I was like, oh my god.
Ugly
He had
dude
a
be
bad
pulling the prettiest.
I learned a
people.
life lesson.
He had a bad bitch, right?
Yeah, because ugly niggas got nothing to lose. They don't care. They like, yo, what up?
It's that
They
confidence.
don't give it. They got
The women love
confidence
it. The women love
I
it.
can't
Gotta
fix
have
this, so-
confidence,
Like,
man.
you have the audacity to
And
talk to me.
another thing,
I like you.
Oh, yeah.
another thing I've
Who the fuck
learned,
ugly niggas?
But
So
women
I go back
love
to the compliment.
medium ugly niggas.
Medium ugly.
Medium
Yeah,
ugly.
medium ugly.
Women love medium ugly looking dudes. Like they love you either gotta be a pretty boy or you medium ugly and they will love you.
But if you think about your journey as a man, the more you build towards what you're trying to be as a man, it's not pretty. By the time you're done, you got calluses on your hand. You got you a rough dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think about the pinnacle
Yeah, but I'm
of
talking about how you
manhood.
look though. My face don't
you're-
change at all.
Yeah, and on your journey to becoming strong, you get
I don't become.
tested and
I'm not
punished.
gonna become medium
You
ugly
don't
though.
become, it's not a pretty process.
I would agree as you start going towards as a man and all our male listeners, as you start pulling towards your ambitions and your goals, like all these women tend to just start frolicking around you. You start
Once you increase that value, that's
I don't
when
know, it's
they-
like an
they-
aura.
it's like an aura, and you feel it around you, because you already as a man, you got your eyes going to swivel. Now your swivel is more like you're seeing more attention come your way. You're seeing people talk to you different because you worked on yourself, you built yourself up. You know what I mean?
Just to piggyback off of that and to kind of throw something out there. We're not gonna talk about it today because it's a big ass topic.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
To piggyback off what he's saying, have y'all ever noticed, again, as you start creating value for yourself, it's easier to pull women, right? Women just seem to flock around you, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Now the vice question or the vice train of thought that I'm trying to get y'all to think on is, why do you think it's so easy for women to feel comfortable to have a man take care and pay for everything in their life versus a woman paying for everything in a man's life? Just think about that for a little bit.
Oh, after we done worked so damn hard for
Right, so now equate that to you as a man, going out there and creating value for yourself and leveling yourself up. Your value starts to equate to he can survive and he can take care of himself in society and he don't got to worry about money or bills and stuff like that because he got it like that. I want to get under there because I feel protected. And it might be genuine, not a love, but the underlying theme is you can protect me in this society. You understand? Right. So we're not going to talk about that because it's a big topic, but
yeah, we're gonna save that for the next episode. We'll touch on that.
We'll touch on that next time.
Yeah.
Bringing us back a little bit because we veered off topic just a little bit.
We talked about
guys, bravados, and women and picking up guys. But I feel like it all kind of encompasses the idea that women or men or anybody in a relationship, if you tell somebody you love them,
I think it's communication.
It's a communication thing. And for me
Keyword.
personally,
Keyword.
If we having sex and I've never told you I love you, and I don't even understand that we're on this love path,
Yeah.
you tell me I love you in the middle of this, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna be like, all right, well, I gotta figure this out because I want to know if I'm gonna keep fucking you, understanding, and with you understanding that I'm just fucking you and you love me, but I'm just fucking you, or I'm not stressed for pussy. I'm gonna go find the next bitch.
Ladies,
And
I'm
start
still
that
fucking.
process over.
I'm gonna tell you, if my girl, if I'm like, whether I love you or not, you tell me you love me, Chances, I'll probably just grab you by your chin. Like, I know you do. That's the most you're gonna get. I think that's the best answer you can get.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Yeah, I know you
I think I'm gonna use that the next time if that happens.
Because I feel like, like what you hear from me, maybe you should know it might not be genuine. So I know you do kind of at least confirm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
I like that answer.
I didn't hear you, and I'm gonna tell you I didn't hear you after.
Fuck boy. I'm gonna
tell you I didn't hear you.
If you go
that's
back,
fine.
If you go back to one of our previous episodes, this man right here,
What?
Joints. This man right here,
Yeah.
he said that he's a direct nigga.
Yeah.
That answer right there was pretty much indirect, just grabbing her and saying, "I know you do."
No, it's not indirect.
It's not indirect.
I genuinely like.
You didn't answer.
That's an honest answer. It's an honest answer. Like I know you do.
You
Like
just said something to me like.
this is the aura I give off.
Indirect.
Like I said, no, but it's not an answer.
It is an answer.
That's the same as I.
Not an answer. No, what she did, it's not even a question because what she did was just state how she felt. She said, "I love you," and all I did was like, "I know you love me."
Right, but this is the same as when we were talking. Like, if you tell her that she hits you and she was like, "Oh, I bet."
But if she said, but if she has said that, then it's like.
Exactly.
And it's like, I can't. If you know I love you, then you paying attention.
Let me ask you a question. If you go out,
you don't like a listener?
If you go out with the girl, if you go out there with me, if you go out with the girl, I've been dating for mad long, and the bill comes, and she asks you, or she says, "You're paying." Do you respond, "I know I'm paying," or do you say, "Yeah, I'm paying"?
Wait, she hit me.
Y'all go out. Y'all been going out. y'all go out. Y'all been together for a while, right?
Yeah.
Y'all go out to dinner. The bill comes, and she goes, "You paying?" Do you respond, "I know I'm paying," or do you say, "Yes, I'm paying"?
That's a very
I don't like that. I don't like that question. Like, why are you asking me? Like, we've been doing this. Like, where is cussing coming from?
But do you understand?
I don't want to hear that. Like, now it's gonna be like, what you mean by that? Like, where you coming from with that? Yeah, it's like I'm gonna be. Listen, I'm gonna be puzzled.
They not fucking with the parallels here.
I know what you're trying to do right now. I know where we're trying to take this, but I'm not seeing
the parallel is how y'all felt. Y'all felt like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why would you ask me
Yeah.
that? And that's how I felt in the moment of her telling me I love you when I've never told this person I love you before. I feel like it's an open-ended question, even though it's a statement. I have to respond.
And that's what I said. Yes, there has to be a response. Now, whatever your response is up to you.
Well, not really. You could just not respond.
But that's what I'm saying. That's bugging. Remember, that's the conversation thing that I said.
That shit is to say like I love you. Like,
so saying I love you is toxic?
Saying I love you and expecting a response all the time, that's kind of toxic.
No, it's not.
No, I don't like the word toxic. I would say that's kind of like, it's kind of like you're putting pressure in your relationship for no reason.
No, putting pressure is me saying I love you and expecting you to say I love you back. Me saying I love you and expecting you to respond to something I said. If I said, "Do you want to eat?" and you grunt non-committally, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, but back when I was in relationships and I used to get emotional and I get angry and when I used to do that shit, I used to find that if she was trying to get me upset and I was like, "What the fuck?" she would then be happy.
But she got a response out of you that she wanted, though.
Like
I felt like we got past this whole conversation a little bit.
She'll say some shit.
No,
like,
but I'm trying to
say she'll say some shit like "I love you," and I'm mad now, so I don't want to say it back. You know what I mean?
But y'all in an established relationship. I guess the point that we
talking for the first time,
right? I guess the point that I was trying to drive in is
but it's about what you feel in the moment.
In the same way that taking a girl out or going out and somebody asking you a rhetorical question like, "Hey, are you paying?" Knowing that you are going to pay, you feel responsible to respond like, "Yes, I'm gonna pay." You're not gonna go, "Well, I'm paying."
But I think those two situations is different.
Like, are you gonna pay?
Yeah, I think those two situations is just different. Like that's just a different situation.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, if you're intimate with a person,
because you paying, somebody has to pay. Like we have to have an answer right now, or the waiter's gonna be looking at us like.
Right, but
y'all can come back. I'll tell you later. You come back. Well, same way you said, you don't have to answer right there.
But even then, the point that I was trying to drill in is...
But y'all have to leave the place, so...
The point that I was trying to drill in is that, A, somebody has to pay. And B, she wouldn't ask you a rhetorical question without expecting some type of response. That was the whole point of the scenario. It wasn't so much about like the schematics about
Right, I get stuck on the semantics.
But I think we all did say that we gave a response.
for the first time, because you only say it because A, the person never said it to you, and B, you're trying to express like I love you. This is a thing for me now, in case you didn't know. So now you're expecting some type of response back. Either I don't love you that way, and we have to figure this out, or I love you too, and now she's tight, and she's like, oh, I'm about to nut all over this.
But I think everybody here gave a response. You said that you're gonna stop and make her go about her business. Eddie said he's gonna hit her with the I know you do. And I said, I'm going to hit her with the, this pussy is good. So, they all got responses.
Right, but that's right for the sex part. We gave responses for the sex. I mean, for the whole overall love thing, what we said,
yes, you're going to need
I feel a response needs to be said.
Yes, you need a response. You do need a response.
Does it always have to be verbal?
The response?
Yeah.
I mean, eventually you speak about this love situation?
A nonverbal response is...
Well, all right, so let's say this. Yeah, like, so what Eddie, I feel like I know where Eddie's going to this. Let's say that she asks you, I love you, and then you then say to her, like, don't I show that I love you?
No.
No, because now you're saying yes.
No, but
I'm just saying. Like,
but even then,
you don't put yourself in a
even
so say it.
I'm just saying.
So
right. Even then, no, because you doing this stuff.
No, I'm just saying. They saying to their general response of saying love. We wasn't talking about in the moment of sex.
He's trying to say like I responded. I gave you a
by showing you this, and I'm like no, because the things you do, she may not equate that to love. You may, and she may not. Right. And that's
so just me saying I love her equates to love. Then I don't think I want that type of person.
Then you can say that, but you out here, okay? What's your because y'all gotta understand. There's the I forgot what it's called, but the different types of showing love. There's small acts of service. There's
love languages.
Yes, all of that stuff. Right. I read somebody's love language. You could be out here doing all this shit for somebody. And like buying them cards and giving them flowers and doing all this shit so you can show them they love you. And all they need is like just to hear it from you though.
But that means you're not paying attention.
Okay, but that's the thing. Everybody's love language is different. So them hearing, you do have to pay attention, but them hearing I love you means more than all the acts that you could do to show I love you.
That's
so by
you agree?
Okay, but that's the point I'm trying to make. He said, don't I show you I love you? No, because her love language needs to be, I need to hear him say I love you for me to get that. So by saying, don't I show you I love you, she's going to be like, no. So she will never have accepted that.
Because she needs the verbal. So basically, it does, depending on who we're dealing with.
So that's why I'm like, I need there has to be some sort of response. So that's why I'm like, I need to know something. Even if it's a non-verbal thing where, if I tell you I love you and your response is to get up and leave my house and call your Uber,
then you're a fuckboy.
That's a response.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm saying for the girl.
I think that's a stupid, like, no, I'm going to say stupid. I think that's not a useful love language, because at the end of the day, if I tell you no, you gonna go home feeling away? Like, I'm wasting my time here. Like,
yes,
maybe.
Why?
Well, why? We're building.
It depends.
I'm not going nowhere. So what the fuck? Like,
it depends. Like I said, if somebody tells me I don't love you,
so it just depends on the person. Then everybody has their own definition of how they define their way of loving.
But when you get in a relationship, it's understanding each other's way of loving. Just to throw in, to piggyback off your love language, one of my love languages, if I'm in the same room with you, that's good for me. I feel affection that way. But for somebody else, that doesn't fly.
They need need to be up under you, or you gotta like caress them a little bit. Even Pop right here is like just being in the same room with somebody, that's fine. Which I think a lot of guys are just us being in the same space might be enough. But Shorty's gonna want to be up under you. She's gonna be all cuddled up under you.
Yeah, let's turn the TV
on.
Let's talk about the same show. Like, I don't want to watch this.
What I learned is that if you like pay attention, what people are showing you, like she's buying you shit, she's all up on you, whatever. What they show you is usually their love language. Right. They're showing you how they want to be loved. Mm-hmm. That's what a metric that I kind of use in relationships. Like, okay, you're trying to show me what it is that you're trying to, what you need for yourself. Right. So if I see you buying me stuff, I'm like, all right.
Because you want to
let me spoil you, because that's how you understand being loved. So you're showing it this way.
So when she tells you I love you,
right? But you still.
Here we are.
So here we are back again.
Here we are back again. If I'm not not in love with
Good
you,
job.
don't
All right, hey guys, they try to prove their point over there. All right, they won. All right.
So, all right. So, viewers, give us your feedback because I know we.
Right, I want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, do you need to get a response back? If somebody says, "Yo, I love you," can you either A, just not respond to them because you know what, you're just giving your opinion at the moment and it doesn't matter what they say, or B, do you need to at least hear something? Do you need to know, like, okay, cool, I'm on the same page with you, or even if it's nah, you know what, I'm not rocking with you that way. You know, but you need to hear something. I say I gotta hear something regardless. Like, tell me, let me know where I'm at, so I know how to move accordingly after this. So, you know, you could always hit us up on iight.SoBOOM podcast on our Instagram.
Definitely make sure you follow us on iight.SoBOOM.
Right. Just
podcast1@gmail.com. That's the email.
Yo, we got the beautiful cityscape.
Oh yeah, you know we in Brooklyn.
Shout out to the Connect.
Shout out to Docs Forever. You can hit them up on the Instagram and shit. Definitely got some nice prices and shit. Check them out.
Right.
Dope setup. If you need anything from Docs Connect, hit them up.
Alright.
We'll link all that stuff.
Yeah, facts. Make sure you tell them that, you know, joint sent you. Alright, so boom.
Right. Ask for this. Tell him that so that we can ask for discount next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. So boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.